Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to some Clockwork Empires. It's a sort of earliest access is what they, or earliest version or something like that is what they call it. But anyway, it's not done. It's very rough, it's very glitchy, but it's a game that I've been really looking forward to. So I figured, you know what, I'm just going to pick it up and that should be, you know, fine. So far it's been pretty good actually. It hasn't been too egregiously buggy or anything like that, but it has got some pretty glaring bugs right now, so if you want to wait, I would highly recommend waiting for it to actually comes out before you get it. But, you know, if you're as excited as I am about this game, then you could also just get it now, and it's actually pretty fun, so I'm not really going to be worried about that. Huh. Alright. Anyway, we're going to not worry about whatever the hell that was, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to start putting in some buildings here, some very basic ones. Looks like we're already getting into a fight with a fish person, but I'm kind of busy with this building. The fish people are actually complete chumps when they're getting shot at, so it's not really anything to even look at. As you can see, my marine just walks back like a complete badass pretty much immediately, so we're not going to worry about anything that just occurred there. But yeah, we're just building a basic building to sort of let us turn planks into, or turn logs into planks, and that's going to be sort of the first thing we're going to do here. We've got a pretty good start, we've got a pretty good mix of resources, it looks like, but this game is sort of all about using your resources, and most particularly your sort of your human resources, I guess you could call them. We're going to actually set it so that our military guys can hunt a little bit. There we go. So they'll shoot any sort of birds, like these dodos that get into range here, and we'll use them for food as well. So, yeah, they're just popping away at those dodos. Perfectly fine. And, yeah, we're just building things like these little factories here, and this will, meaning sawmill is going to be able to produce planks. This is how you queue them up. So yeah, if you are sort of excited about this game or you want to ask about it, do post in the comments below. But also, I have moved on to Twitter as well, so do check that out. I don't really know anything about Twitter, so, you know, in particular, I'd appreciate sort of anything that tells me what the hell I'm supposed to be doing on Twitter. That would be lovely. But yeah, so if you want to get in touch with me, try there, try YouTube comments as well. And if you want to sort of keep track of me sort of when I remember to actually tell you guys what I'm up to, I'll try and tweet sort of what I'm playing and how it's going and all that other stuff. So yeah, we're building ourselves a little bit of a house now, and this is just going to be a boarding room. It's basically, everybody goes there, they have got some cots, very basic to sort of sleep in for the night, but it's not an actual house in the sort of sense that no one really gets to live here. We're just going to call it done. Alright, so that's going to go up pretty quickly. It's going to be just a place that we have to build quickly, because people start to get tired in this game pretty quickly, and if you start queuing up too many other orders, people won't get that built, and then you'll have people sort of too tired to build anything, and then you'll have fishermen wandering over, and your marines will be like, oh shit, fishmen, and they'll start blasting away at them. So these guys can be really annoying later on in the game, though, when, like, she felt sad because she left her family behind. But yeah, these fishermen sometimes are going to be a problem because your marines aren't going to be near enough to help, and you're going to end up in a situation where you're like, it's just an annoying fisherman because your colonists can't defend themselves very well against them. They can actually defend themselves a little bit, but they'll usually lose, so it's a bit of a problem here. So we're going to go ahead and start building our kitchen as well. I think that's big enough. We're going to find out. So get this door just over here, and we're just going to skip straight to steam ovens. We're not going to bother with the other ones here, so we're not even going to bother with the other things that are apparently mandatory, because we can still actually build with just those steam ovens, or use it to bake stuff. It does limit what sort of foods you can make just a little bit, but it's all the foods that I like making, because the only ones that you can make using the craft table are things like canned meat and things like tinned caviar, which I don't think are really all that important for us to produce. Anyway, this is about, we can build like one more industry, but the way this game works is that each work crew can sort of take over a single factory, or they can take a single role outside of the factories, and they will work that, and they'll work it at the expense of not working anywhere else. So you need to make sure that you've got enough overseers and enough sort of workers to work everything without you need a good mix of overseers who can lead the jobs, and you need enough workers for those jobs. Alright, so another auroch, it's plenty of steaks. We could build one more. I mean, we've only got 2 people working industry right now, so that's going to be pretty low. Going to turn these fungus into pickled fungus. The reason we're doing this is that the pickled fungus is worth like 600, but the bushel of black fungus is only worth 150, whereas the lingonberries are worth 300, even raw, and they only go up to 600 as well. So we want to sort of focus on these bushels of black cup fungus. So I built the steam oven because it makes food much faster. It's going to make our kitchen a lot more efficient, so that's important for keeping everybody fed. The more high nutrition the food you're feeding your guys, the longer they'll stay full, the less the food you'll end up eating. So it's a very useful sort of feature of this game, to make sure that your people are getting fed higher quality food as opposed to the lower quality stuff. Alright. So this is another game that does have potential, like RimWorld, for cannibalism. They call it long pork in this game, but it's actually people. And I think that you can somehow feed it to your villagers without them knowing that's what they're eating, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they go insane, just like they do in RimWorld, when you force them to eat other people, especially their former compatriots. But, you know, we're not going to go for that right yet. We might do that later in a different playthrough, but for now, we're going to have some basic human decency and not eat other people. Just, you know, probably a good idea, I guess. Probably. Anyway, as you can see, we're building planks here, and they're getting shipped over to this little house over here. I've just got a random chair in the middle of the floor for no damn reason. That's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I've sent out an exploration order, and that means that theoretically that guy wearing, or girl actually wearing blue will eventually wander over there. And these people are actually usually naturalists. Yeah, naturalist here. And they will do exploration for you, but they're otherwise pretty useless since they won't do any real work. Which is actually okay. It's not the best thing, but it's not the worst thing. Sometimes you'll have a poet where you can't tell them to explore specific areas. They will literally just sort of explore on their own. It's just like, I go where my muse tells me, and I'm just like, why do we feed you? And yeah, that's poets. No offense if you happen to be a poet. It's just that I don't appreciate what you do for a living, I guess. I think that's fair to say. I mean, it's preference thing. Like, people are allowed to dislike poetry, and I'm just happen to be one of those people. I like novels for some reason, because I think the poetic form is usually... No, that's not true. There are some poems that I like. It's like those long epic ones that are, like, Scandinavian in origin, stuff like that, like the Poetic Edda. Because those are actually, like, long stories. It's not just those, like, 5 lines, and it's like, oh yeah, no, this is a story. And it's just... It tells you, like, a lot with little words, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Let's see, that place has been pretty thoroughly explored there, so let's cancel that order. Okay, we need to find clay, though, so let's search up... We'll search up this way for now, I think. Sort of on the other side, because we don't want to find a deposit too far away from us. We want to find preferably one that's sort of nearby, if we can. Okay, so here's immigration. We'll take 3 of anyone they can get, and this will give us 3 workers. Okay, that's different. But we'll go ahead and put 1 in our foraging group here, and we'll put another one for now in our construct lower class. They must be builders. Forage, we'll put 1 in there, I guess, and we'll put 1 in there, because we don't have enough places in our kitchen for them to all work there instead, so that will be fine. But we're going to need an overseer pretty soon. We need more overseers. And what they're going to do is they're going to make it so that we can queue up more jobs, and those jobs will be done by our now excess number of workers. Because holy hell do we have a lot of workers. What's this guy sad about? Bid farewell to his loved ones, then left for the colonies. Oh look, it's Fishman, but he's attacking Marine. Yeah, so he goes down pretty easily. And then they turn around, pistol, and Auroch. Poor Auroch. Alright, we want cooked steaks as well. The pickled fungus is good, but we also want to cook these steaks. Raw steaks is okay, but I mean, a lot of people aren't really into that sort of thing, so, you know, gotta cook it. Alright. We're just going to have to wait a little while for a resource drop from home colony, I think. But, oh, there's some clay. That's perfect. Okay, so we're going to start mining that clay node out, and we're going to start building a ceramics workshop, which is going to let us actually use the damn clay that we find here. And we're just going to build it back here. I should actually really build a farm. That is kind of important. We're going to build a entry door there, and we're going to build a loading door in front of the stockpile. That's sort of how I like to do this. gonna have the ceramic kiln around back there. We'll need a workbench somewhere, so we'll put this back here, and then the workbench can go back here. Done. And then we'll have to clear out these bones. There's some gibs, but they'll end up under the foundations of the building anyway, so we're not going to worry about those. Let's see here. Our naturalist is sort of wandering around up here. Maybe he'll find something good. Until then, though, let's see here. What do we need done? Not overly sure how we're doing as far as work crews go, but I think that we're doing okay. We could build some more stuff in the kitchen. Oh, we've got a bunch of dead birds, so we're going to cook dodos as well. Alright, there we go. So people, as you can see, preferably sort of walk back here and they eat there. We're going to get materials to build workshops, and that's going to sort of pile in here. Oh, sorry, we're going to pile down here, it looks like. Mostly iron plates and stuff like that. That is not bad, actually. So we're going to go ahead. Now that we've got this queued up, we're going to want to also start building our metal refinery, which is going to be just a little bit later. We could get the Saskatoon bush, but that's pretty far away, so I think I'm just going to make sure that our guys go ahead and get the... Yeah, I really want them to mine up this clay, though, so we're going to wait for that. Cult activity, oh no. So yeah, people will develop murderous thoughts and they'll develop cultist proclivities, which could be harmful to the sensibilities of your people, which is basically this game being a dick, but, you know, I really need to build farms. Why am I not building farms like a sensible person would have, like, ages ago? Anyway, we're going to build them over here, I think. We're going to build a couple of farms. There, and we're going to make this one a cabbage one, and this one a cabbage one, and this one a wheat one. So that's going to give us a pretty decent array of nutrients and stuff like that, I think. Uh-oh, people are starting to get angry out here. They're angry with our naturalist, who is a completely useless person, it looks like. So let's see here. Oh no. They must have gotten over it. Or was it you that was angry? No, they must have gotten over it. Okay, that's lovely. Power of friendship or something prevails, I guess. Alright, so, looks like a lot of the jobs that we had queued up are done. It's just that, like, we've got a lot of workers, but we don't have a lot of overseers. So we're going to definitely need another overseer, I think, pretty soon. Alright. Just going to check our work crews here. I want to see who is working with the plants, because I kind of want more people working on that than I want working on constructing the ceramics kiln. So we're going to move him over here. Oh, we're being attacked by fishermen again. Oh, here he is. I think our marines have reacted. Yep. Okay, so he's getting pistoled down. So they'll be able to kill him before he can kill our guy, I think. What's going on behind that building, so I can't see, but looks like our guy got out okay. We're going to actually queue up Fishman Steaks as well. Yeah, this game's actually been quite interesting so far, learning the ins and outs of the basics of it. It's definitely sort of rough around the edges. It's definitely got some problems that are going to have to be fixed before release, but I mean, I can definitely see where they're going with it, and I really hope that it ends up being everything it can be. Let's see here. Yeah, we've got people sitting in here just sort of eating berry preserves and cooked steaks. And since they're eating cooked steaks and preserves, it's going to take them a long time before they feel hungry again. So it's a really good way of making the food that you have stretch further. Looks like we got the little old lady making more steaks in there. It's good. But yeah, we want to keep up on that. We want to keep that sort of going here. We still don't have anyone mining the clay up here, which is a little bit problematic, since I really do need that. I might have to wait until we do get that extra overseer so that I can have more work jobs active. But hopefully that's going to be fixed. And also, we need another shipment of resources, it looks like, because we're short 1 ceramics. That's unfortunate. Well, in any event, we got some bone here. I would like it to get out of this person's factory. That would probably look nicer. Got a lot of auroch bones around here. I'm not actually sure what the bones are supposed to be for. I haven't figured out a use of the bushel of bones yet, but I'm assuming there's going to be one later, or maybe there is one already that I just haven't figured out yet. Maybe the Alchemist Workshop uses it for something, or maybe the, I don't know. What do you use bones for? Oh, look, it's another fishman. Fortunately, Marine right there to handle it quickly this time. Ah, hostile fish person. The musket from the NCO is really good. Just like two shots them regardless of whether they've been pistoled or not. So, just immediate kill there. Okay, so we definitely need our extra, like, call-ins to come in right soon, so... Oh no, we do have enough bricks for that, and it did get built. Okay, well, whatever. Gonna queue this up even though we can't do it yet. And now we just have to do a little bit of the waiting game. A little bit of patience is going to be required on our part for now. I can't remember, though, what's required to build one of... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to jump straight for an Overseer. And that's going to give us the ability to take one person out of this thing. And then we're going to go ahead and stick them with our new Overseer. So that's going to be fine. They should be able to start doing that job. And we can take one person out of here as well, since we don't really need that many people doing that job. And this way we've got sort of a more even distribution. Next time we can select sort of random again, and that should be fine. Well, we could actually go with another set of just Overseers and have another job active. I think these people might... I don't know, these guys are overseeing foraging. I guess it's because I had so much foraging queued up, and those are the people that are going to do this. So we're going to delay the foraging for a little while, I guess, and see if that helps any. But in any event, we've gotten quite a lot of stuff started off. It looks like we've got a little bit of clay left. I think we've got enough to start up our next project, but I need another Overseer before I really want to do that. But we can, I think, make an... Yeah, I'm going to definitely add another one of these things. I don't remember what is required to build one, but we're going to go ahead and build one anyway. Done. And that's going to take... Lord knows what. Okay, well... Should be mouse over resources. Oh, what's over here? What's going on over here? That guy looked freaking out about something, and now he's dancing, so... Must have gotten over it. Could have been grossed out, but... Oh, there's a fishman over there. Surprised that our Marine didn't kill him. Interesting. Okay, so we've got, it looks like plenty of preserves being built. Oh, there we go. Okay, we do need a brick, but we only need one, so that's fine. We got enough copper pipes for other projects, though. I think that was the last of our copper pipe. Oh, there's a fishman. Guy coming after him, though, so that's fine. Yeah. Alright. Eat that, fishman. Alright. Anyway. I'm gonna put out some more exploration orders, see if there's a safer place to look for clay, I guess, or other resources that might be around here. We've got a pretty close-by bundle of hematite and one, or malachite, and one that's like right in our base here, but sphalerite, what is this for? Ore of zinc. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I'm wondering if they're going to go mine after they finish this foraging job. I really hope they do, but looks like we've got two teams foraging. I think that those are sort of the generic labor right now, so they're going to do other jobs once they're finished that. But who knows? Maybe not. Yeah, overseeing foraging, so that is what they're in fact doing. Oh dear. This is what I get for queuing up so many crucial jobs. Fortunately, though, we've doubled our food production output, so we're going through a lot of food right now. Got 21 hungry mouths to feed, though, so it's a good thing that we're able to produce a lot of food. Yeah, they're just pulling in steaks and just churning them out really quickly. I really like skipping the other food production buildings and just going straight for the steam ovens. They seem really efficient. Like, it takes they stand around like the other ovens just humming and hawing and waiting for it to be done. But this one, they're just like right away. It's just immediate. And it looks like the gibs have slowly started to disintegrate away, and you can sort of see that happening. I don't know how it happens, but you don't have to manually clean it up if it's sort of around your base. Alright. Next wave, we'll bring in one set of random guys and see what we get. We might be able to just use that outright for whatever it is that we need done, but it's pretty good odds that we're going to want to bring in another overseer as well in the one after this, so we'll see. We'll see how things go. We're just about done all of our foraging commands, so we should be off to the next job pretty soon. We've got a lot of auroch meat. So yeah, foraging in the early game is a huge source of food, as you can see here. Almost all of our food is from foraging and stuff like that, and hunting. Very little of it is from our farms yet, but later on the farms are going to become much more important because all of this stuff, like the sources of this stuff that we've been using, are going to disappear. Aurochs are going to become quite rare, and we're going to end up in a situation where we really desperately need all that food that we got there. This guy is just sort of like directing foraging, but there's no one that he's directing right now. He doesn't have a worker. Alright. I think the problem is that like all our workers have decided to slack off or something, and they're sleeping or something like that. Yeah, labor, they're idle. They're like sitting down, tired. They're done working for now. Despite the fact that people do seem to take a long time to do things, they spend a lot of time in idle chatter and stuff like that. They do actually not use that many resources to do things, so like this amount of food that I'm producing seems like a small amount, but it's enough to feed these guys for quite a long time. So these people, as you can see, are taking their food and taking their time with it, and really sort of it takes a long time before we're going to run out of it or anything like that. So we're producing a lot, despite the fact that our people take a lot of these breaks, because you consume resources very slowly as well, I guess, is the way it is. And you can just see how much black fungus we have here. You just have to make sure that you're managing your resources relatively well and managing your time well. It's sort of like the way it is in almost every game I play. It's just like, if you manage your time well, you'll be fine. Of course, we're managing our time not the greatest here, because we are waiting a long-ass time for them to finish some of these jobs, but that is the problem when you don't have enough overseers. You got this like stern-looking overseer is like overseeing foraging and has no foragers working for her. We're going to take some people off these like no-job things and start putting them into foraging ones. These people are working in factories that are, strictly speaking, not doing anything. Like some factories are done the work orders that I've put in, so they are not able to do any work. So let's go down to right. Well, that should be fine for now then. Oh no, why'd that get set to forage? I didn't want that to be foraged. Oh no. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, we're definitely going to need another overseer, though. It's that real balance that you need to strike. Let's see here. Let's drop this exploration down that way. I kind of want my explorer to figure out where all the stuff is. That's all they're good for anyway. What are you confused about? Oh, she doesn't have a job. That was what is the problem. Okay, so we'll stick you in a work crew for now. Just random anyone, so that'll work. Ah, immigration. Okay, one skilled overseer. Okay, so you're out. And you're back in. There we go. Lovely. Okay. I like how we've got two overseers here overseeing this one job. This has got to be the least efficient. Like, we got two overseers, like, telling this guy, pick those lingonberries. And the guy's just like, oh god, there's a third one. There's a third one. No, he's going to go oversee surface mining. So he's finally going to get that mining job done. Yeah, I can see that queued up there. So that worked out well. What's wrong with you? Overseeing foraging. Aren't you the person who's supposed to be working in the oven? What's going on here? Got a bushel of black fungus sort of either clipping through the wall or floating. I'm not sure which. It looks like it's floating because it's clipping through their heads. It's supposed to actually stack inside other bushels, but I guess this is their way of representing so I can mouse over both of them when they're identically shaped. Either it's a glitch, one of the two. But man, we are getting a lot done here. We're finally going to be able to use our goddamn kiln. I think it's a little bit weird that they will go into a building, walk out the other side, and just sort of continue on, but I deliberately always build my buildings so that they'll do it as much as possible. I don't know why, but I really like doing it so that they will thread in and out of the buildings as much as possible in the worst pathing ever. I think it's just hilarious when it just does that, but looks like we've got our overseer heading up. Oh no, that's one of our miners. Okay. Also want to mine this clay node and this clay node, so we'll get these jobs done. We'll get another set of workers and hopefully another overseer, and then we'll be able to build up our metal refinery process. The problem is that we'll be lacking miners for a little while once we do that, unless we cut forging completely, which we will probably do by then. So I'm not going to put in any more forge orders for quite some time. I mean, just look how much black fungus we have here. I mean, it's ridiculous how much black fungus we have here. Yeah, and the little lady just goes back to her old job here. Crazy. Alright, so we've got a lot of cabbages coming in. Now, one of the big problems in this particular build, and it is actually a really big problem, is that this game does not have save states yet. Which, like, that is the big problem. But, you know, other than that, it seems pretty serviceable so far. I'm gonna check in again later on with it, but for now, this is pretty functional. It's definitely showing where it's kind of going and what they're sort of doing with it and what they kind of want out of it. But yeah, there's a long way to go still. It's been in development for a very long time, but you can sort of definitely see what they're doing with it and what they want from it. But hopefully it's going to become a good game. It's going to be one that I'll definitely be looking forward to in completion. But for now, I hope you found this enjoyable. If you did, or if you did not, you know, you can always tell me on either the comment section below, or now you can start talking to me on Twitter. So do check out that if that interests you, and you know, tweet at me what I should be doing with it, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my Twitter account. So any suggestions, any sort of comments about how you use it or how you want to see me using it, sort of engage with you guys, that would all be good information to have. Anyway, I hope you found this video enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.